Max the Brave, a story of loyalty, friendship, and adventure. In a small town nestled between rolling hills and green meadows, lived a loyal dog named Max. Max was a golden retriever with a shiny coat and bright, intelligent eyes. He was known throughout the town for his friendly nature and his love of adventure. Every day, Max would wander through the town, greeting people with a wag of his tail, helping the kids with their games, and making sure everyone was safe. Max's best friend was a young boy named Charlie. Charlie and Max had been inseparable since the day Max came home as a puppy. They did everything together, playing in the park, going on long walks, and even sharing snacks under the big oak tree in Charlie's backyard. Max loved Charlie more than anything, and he always made sure to keep an eye on his friend. One sunny afternoon, as Charlie and Max were playing by the creek at the edge of town, something caught Max's attention. His ears perked up, and he sniffed the air. There was a strange smell, something unfamiliar. Max barked softly, alerting Charlie. "What is it, Max?" Charlie asked, looking around. Max barked again and trotted toward the woods. Curious, Charlie followed. As they walked deeper into the woods, Max sniffed the ground, his tail wagging cautiously. They hadn't gone far when they heard a faint sound. Someone was calling for help. Max's instincts kicked in, and he started running toward the sound, with Charlie close behind. They reached a clearing and found a young girl named Sophie sitting on the ground, holding her ankle. She had been exploring the woods and had twisted her ankle, unable to walk back home. "Are you okay?" Charlie asked, rushing to her side. "I hurt my ankle," Sophie said, tears welling in her eyes. "I can't walk and I don't know how to get back to town." Max looked at Sophie with concern and gently nudged her hand with his nose, as if to say, "Don't worry, we're here to help." Charlie and Max knew they had to get Sophie home, but the sun was beginning to set, and the woods could be tricky to navigate in the dark. That's when Max had an idea. He barked and ran a short distance, then turned back to look at Charlie and Sophie, as if to say, "Follow me." Charlie understood. Max knows the way home. "We'll follow him," he said, helping Sophie stand and supporting her as they walked. Max led the way, his senses sharp and his steps sure. He guided them through the woods, avoiding the thick underbrush and finding the easiest path. Every few steps, Max would look back to make sure Charlie and Sophie were okay. Even though the journey was slow, Max's steady pace reassured them that they would make it home safely. As they walked, Sophie began to feel better, and the three of them chatted about their favorite adventures. Max listened with his ears twitching, always on alert for any sign of danger. He was determined to protect his friends and get them home before nightfall. Just as the sky turned a deep orange with the setting sun, Max led them out of the woods and back to the familiar path that led to town. Charlie and Sophie cheered with relief, grateful for Max's loyalty and bravery. "You're amazing, Max," Sophie said, bending down to pet him. "I don't know what we would have done without you." Charlie grinned and ruffled Max's fur. "Max always knows what to do. He's the best dog in the world." Max wagged his tail happily, feeling proud of his adventure. He didn't need words to understand how much he was appreciated. His friends' smiles and kind words were enough. When they arrived back in town, Sophie's parents were waiting anxiously. They were so thankful to Max and Charlie for bringing her home safely. That night, as Max curled up in his favorite spot by the fireplace, he thought about the day's adventure. He was tired, but his heart was full. He had helped his friends, stayed loyal, and done what he loved most, being there for the people he cared about. Max knew that no matter what challenges came their way, he would always be ready. Because that's what being a good dog was all about: loyalty, bravery, and always being by your best friend's side. And so, Max drifted off to sleep, dreaming of more adventures, knowing that as long as he had Charlie and his friends, life would always be an exciting journey filled with love and friendship.